Hello, welcome back, people, to another episode of Vampire the Masquerade: A Night to Remember. I forgot to get the music set up. Let's get that started. But the party. What did I do last time? Hang on. So the party is currently at the prince's penthouse. They've been tasked with investigating a set of mass embraces, mainly to find out who was the one who turned them. The Masquerade music. Yes, so what's the party want to do? You had a couple of options. You had either go to what's believed to be the next nightclub that will be hit, and you also had the flat where where a group of people were turned into vampires, all flatmates with one another, so makes it nice and convenient for you.
Pretty sure we were planning on breaking into the flat, weren't
we? Yep, that was the plan.
Alright.
Wait, why are we breaking into the flat? No, we're breaking into the other thing, not because we just need to interview the vampires, right?
I mean, it's up to you guys. Talk over your plan. Obviously, you can always contact Alex if you need some information or something.
I mean, sure, the whole idea of breaking into the flat was to find information about these people and potentially what it was that turned them and why.
Yeah.
Oh, so we were just gonna ask them.
We're going to investigate.
Didn't they all go missing? Wasn't that the point? Or were these the only ones that didn't?
These are the ones that didn't, I think. Yeah, because I remember I was planning on going whole thing on them. Fucking, I forgot about the name.
Just so you know, they no one's heard from them. They have gone missing, sort of. I mean, it's only been like 2 days. It's been like a day. It's like the same. It's the same amount of time you've been a vampire minus 1 day. So they'll turn the day after you guys.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still in favour of knocking down the door. Oh, actually, I've got criminal contacts.
Oh, yes?
I just realised.
Do you want to employ those criminal contacts then?
Yeah, I want to employ those criminal contacts to hunt them down.
Okay, tell me what exactly are your contacts? What do you want them to? First off, how many points do you have in it?
I have three because of my alley cat background.
Okay, so they're pretty good. Okay, they're pretty reliable. So what do you want them? What type of criminal are they?
I'd say probably just mid-level fucking gangsters.
Yeah. What do you want your background to be with them? Obviously, they're your source of drugs or something like that in life.
Well, no, because I was an underwear model. Like, obviously, models get contacted by all sorts of people with dodgy dealings and kinds of. So that's how I ended up getting involved with the, with criminal gangs.
Yeah.
So they're like
you're drug dealers. Yeah.
They could be. They could be drug dealers, human traffickers, etc., etc.
Okay, we'll go with that. They're your source for drugs because that makes sense.
That's like at least dodgy.
I mean, human trafficking. I feel like human traffickers would probably be a little step up from the 3 point.
Yeah.
Maybe like 4 or 5 would be your human traffickers, because obviously to a vampire, human trafficking is like a fucking gold mine.
Yeah, to be fair, having access to a lot of mid-level gangsters is probably also a good thing.
Yeah.
Recently deceased corpses are a good thing to feed from, right?
You can at the moment, I believe. I think when your blood potency gets higher, you can't, but yeah, at the moment I think you can. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, so you're going to go contact your contacts. Any name, or do I have to get up a name generator? Let's get up a name generator then. Let's see name generators.
His name is Steve.
Let's go with English American names.
That's Steve, if I've ever heard it.
His name is Sean Walker. There we go.
Oh, that's such a drug dealer name, Sean Walker.
Sorry, is that my dealer's name?
Yeah, your dealer's name is Sean Walker.
That's
Oh yeah, Sean Walker. My criminal contact.
Yeah.
Cool. And I've got 3 points in that, by the way.
Yeah, 3 points. So he's is it the more points is the more powerful they are, or the more reliable they are?
The more powerful they are, like the kind of things they can get for you.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we'll say that he runs a tech company as a face for his drug dealing enterprise.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So I can also get technology from him too. Fantastic.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah. So I'm gonna meet Sean Walker, explain to him the situation.
All right. Yep. So you go over to his shop. He stays open pretty damn late, as you would expect from a drug dealer, but not necessarily from a tech company. But there are these stranger things out there. So as you walk up to the front, he instantly sees you and he calls you into his office. And you go through your whole drill. You go into the office, and do you take the others? Do you go by yourself, or do you take the others with you?
No, I'll go by myself.
Okay, cool. And he goes, so what will be your poison for today?
No, nothing like that today. Nothing like that. I come with other needs.
Oh, okay. Do tell.
I need a bunch of people found.
Not normally what I do, but I can contact some feelers and see if I can find them. Do you have any information about them?
I just had all the information I've got so far about the flat they were living in and when they were last heard from.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You hand over that information. And he's like, "All right. Well, I don't know anything about these people, so I'll see if I can find something for you. It'll probably take me a few hours, if that's all right with you."
Yeah, I'd give him my cell phone number and.
Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't take your number. Instead, he just hands you a burner phone.
Oh, yep. Cool.
And he'll contact you on that. Yeah.
Cool. Right. Yeah, that's my interaction done. Who's next?
I got nothing to do. I'm just ready to go to the flat and rake it and see what's there.
Yep.
I got nothing special.
What about Kit's character? What's he up to?
So we're trying to figure out any information about these two guys.
Yeah.
Alright.
Was it 2 or 3? I thought it was 3 guys.
Yeah, I saw it was 3.
Yeah, it's 3.
It was 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck. Now let's see. Let's see.
You got any backgrounds?
I got a level 2 contact.
Yep.
But I don't think it'd be useful.
I mean, Marcus just used his level 3 contact. What do you want your contact to be?
Oh, my contact's a journalist.
A journalist? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, journalists would have access to different resources to a drug dealer.
Yeah, I'll try to contact them. See if they might.
Alright, let's go back to a good old-fashioned fantasy name generator. Let's give them the Pakistani name, and let's make it a chick.
Okay, sorry. What?
You know what?
How many?
Let's not do that because I can't even pronounce that. Let's go.
How many contacts did you say you had? 2.
2, but it's
Yeah,
a journalist.
Level 2. Yeah, level 2 journalist.
Hold on, I'm just posting the rules in the fucking Discord.
So my background with them is basically I've given them a ride or 2 while they've been investigating.
I'm sorry, you've given them a ride or 2.
Yeah, because I'm a taxi driver.
Right. Okay.
That makes sense. What's something I can pronounce?
Steve.
I want to go a little. Simone.
Steve. You have been Steved.
Yeah.
Female.
Steve.
We should have 4 experience right now as well, eh?
Yes.
2 from each station.
Alright, her name is Telia Faramoni. Telia Faramoni. I'll post that in.
Alright, I'll put her down as Telia.
Yeah. I'll post that in Discord for you. Okay. Resources of 4 example security systems. I can't.
Is that Samoan?
Yes.
Nice.
Random name generator, bro. I gotta mix up the ethnicities, you know, get some diversity out there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Got a diversity out there. Oh, what the hell? Alright, there it is.
Oh, I should have probably said at the start of the stream, but
by the way,
C's not here, so I should probably have blanked out. You know, I'm actually now. I still got OBS open. Z can't see his name, and Z's character can't see. Oh, I forgot to change. I forgot to change that. I'm gonna do that right now while you guys are doing that.
Alright, you were supposed to change my thingy.
Yeah. I found a good token for Kit's character. There we go. Browse. Where the hell did I put it? There it is. Oh my god, it changed the size. Why do you do these things? Now I have to bloody resize it all. There we go, that works. And lock it. There we go. Okay, so now that's all sorted. Yeah, so sorry, Z couldn't join us because fucking daylight savings pushed him out by 2 hours, and that's kind of a pain now. So hopefully he can make it next week. He's going to try catch a nap beforehand, but he said it may be hard for him to get up, so he may be dropping out this campaign, may not. We'll just see what happens. Alrightio, so let's continue on. So, so you're contacting your journalist. Do you just phone her, or how do you contact her? Yeah, just phone her.
It's their phone number.
Yeah. Since obviously you don't have your phone number, you just have the shared phone that Alex gave you.
You have the weird phone from
burner. You also have the burner phone, but you don't know about that because that's what Marcus has.
Yeah, that's why I said the weird phone. I just assumed the one that he gave him is also a burner. Hopefully it is.
Well, you only have one contact on it, so
yeah,
it's up to you if it's a burner or not. Because essentially, if you keep it, it's not a burner.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah, do you even criminal, bro?
Yeah. No, I think his character has your character's just a taxi driver, right?
No, it's taxi driver by day, illegal street racer at night.
Okay, well that's not like hardcore crime. All right. Anyway, so let's go back into this. So yeah, so you just ring her and she just goes, "Hello, who's this?"
Hey, it's me.
You got a new.
Eddie.
Oh, you got a new phone number.
And just using a friend's phone. Like, I think I lost mine recently.
Yeah. All right. Well, what can I do you for?
Like, I got a favor to ask.
Sure. Depending on the favor, I'll see what I can do.
I've been searching for a couple of friends, and I've been wondering if they might have been, they've been reported missing or something.
Oh yeah, well I could definitely check the police database for that. I have contacts with them. So just text me through their names and I'll sort it out for you.
Yeah, thanks, man.
No problem.
Tell you.
Yep, I'll call up the favor at some point.
Alright.
I should probably write down those names that I gave and put them in my list of characters. So.
Normally beneficial as DM.
Yeah, I know I made it up, but let's go players.
Yeah, makes things a bit easier for you.
So we got. Oh god, it changed. Don't go black. Why would you do that? Hang on. And what did I call your character? Sean something. Sean Walker. That's it. Sean Walker. That one's a level 2 contact as a journalist list and is connected to Kit's character. And Sean Walker is
whole relationship map.
level 3 contact drug dealer and tech dealer is connected to Marcus's character. Alright, awesome. Alright, well, let's move on to there. Can Kit and Marcus each roll me a d10 just to see whose character gets in contact with them first?
Yep.
I think that makes sense. It's very loud. Alright, so yeah, Kit's character contact gets back to him first, and she just texts you through saying that they were both all three of them were university students at the local city's university. They all had a gen ed together, and they all went missing 2 days ago. No one's really thought anything of it, but they haven't been seen in class mostly.
Alright.
They have no criminal records or anything, apart from one had one had a speeding ticket and the other one had a marijuana possession charge. But both misdemeanors, no felonies or anything like that.
This is good info. This is good info.
Alright, and then Marcus, you get back the information that one of them had brought marijuana through a rival drug dealer. Apart from that, you basically get the same information. Nothing noteworthy about them.
Alright.
Okay, well, looks like we better go to the flat then.
Alright, gang, time to split up and look for clues.
Alright, so
and by split up, I mean all piled in the same van to go to the same apartment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, can we just make our van a Scooby-Doo van, basically?
You wanna... I mean,
Please.
you could try, yeah.
Please.
We need to put the paint job on, but I'm sure we can do it.
Hey, I've got access to quite a bit of wealth, so.
Yeah, but what was your... Did you have a resources?
I have resource too.
Ah, yeah. And what resources did you have, Marcus?
Hold on, let me just have a look quickly.
And you have I have no resources. It's like, well, actually, you're broke.
I don't even know that I got resources, I'm gonna be honest.
If you have nothing in resources, it assumes you're basically poor.
What the fuck is resources?
It's a.
Should I just restore my health to full as well? 'Cause it's It's all non-lethal from last session.
Yeah. We'll just everyone can just restore up to full, and reset your hunger to 1 as well.
There is actually a set of rules for feeding on they call them the predator dice pool.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that's
I would look at it.
Yeah, that's for if
But,
you do like automatic hunting. Yeah, but you can do manual. If you do it manually, obviously that's different. If you like the way we did it last time, that was like manual. You know, you went out and did it yourself. Whereas if you're just like, oh, downtime, oh yeah, I need to feed, then you just roll that dice roll to see how successful you are. But while you're low level, we'll do it manually.
Makes sense.
But once you get into it, it will be like your character will roleplay it as your character knows the whole gist, so they can just get in, they can just do it automatically. You don't need to worry about it, type thing. Yeah. Anyway, so you head on to the flat. Your van is currently just the standard pedo van, just white van, tinted windows, bunch of carpet in the back still because you haven't said what you've done with that. Yeah, and
I'm
you
sure
head on. You can find something to do with it eventually. I mean, if you ever caught...
I'm sure we can find like a throwaway couch we could shove in there.
I mean, alternatively, if you ever like caught out in the day, I mean, chucking carpets over yourself's a good makeshift sleeping position. Yeah. Anyway, so you head on over to the flat. It's just like it's sort of like just a one level flat where it has like, you know, where it's just like 4 small brick houses stuck together in a line. You've probably seen that style flat around if you've ever been to West Auckland or South Auckland. They're not too uncommon over there. So yeah, this one has six houses, and then there's a couple of identical flats like next to it, and then their flat is the 3rd one in. And yeah, you go up, and as you approach the door, what skills is it? I need to get. Oh, I don't even have the core rulebook loaded. That's silly me. Core rulebook.
I hope it loads for you, then at least one of us will have it.
Oh yeah, no, I got it instantly. I've downloaded it. Me big brain play.
I know, right?
Yeah, same here.
Smooth brain.
Yeah, I've got all the rule books that have actual like rules in them for all the clans and stuff. But anyway, it'd be awareness plus. Oh no, there's an investigation.
Just all of us, or just whoever's in the front?
Who's in the front first off? What's marching order?
Marcus and I kind of drew on the punching battle, so paper, scissors, rock.
Oh man, I just imagine them having a fucking paper, scissors, rock battle right in the middle of the road.
How are we gonna roleplay this?
Paper, scissors, rock.
Both of you whisper to me. I think if you type /GM, it should just send the message to me. Say what you do, and then I'll reveal what you each said.
/GM.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It should work.
Unrecognized command /DM.
Yeah, it'll be something like that. It should just.
Unrecognized command /whisper DM.
It's /WGM.
Oh yeah, go /WGM. It's up there. Chat tips /WGM. Space GM. Sorry. If you scroll up a little bit, there you go. Okay, yeah, I've got that. Okay, Kit rolled. Yep, he succeeded. If you scroll up a bit, where it has like the
Oh yeah, right there.
Yeah, that worked. Yeah, and I got through Anthony. Wow.
So we go to do paper, scissors, rock, and I look at. Oh, I forgot what's your name. That's right, Lawrence Dubois. I look at Lawrence and go, "All right, Mr. Dubois, I'm going to be throwing rock, just so you know."
What? Oh. Okay.
That's what I do. I look at my arm. I'm throwing rock, just so you know, and then go paper, scissors, and go for it.
Okay, in that case, you announce before you roll that you're rolling rock.
Well, that's what I tell him.
Okay.
He still has to play paper scissors rock with me. Whether
Okay.
he believes me is up to him.
Marcus, does that change? Does that change your throw?
Nope.
No. Okay. In that case, Anthony wins as Lawrence. Lawrence throws scissors, and then you throw rocks to win. So you get to go first. In that case, give me an awareness plus wits.
Awareness and words, let's go.
Or ultimately, it could be
go.
larceny plus wits. Since this is.
Oh, no, that's...
It's up to you which one.
Nope, that's the wrong one. Cancel, hold on. I forget how they do rolls in this thing. So we click on awareness, and then we do attribute wits. No modifier.
Alright.
50-50, not bad.
Yeah, so as you approach the door, you go to open it, and you notice that the door's lock has been broken. Like the handle's broken.
Alright.
Alright, I'll be like, there's been a break-in. Have a look around before we jump into anything. And I'll go to, like, scope out the house, like, do a walk-around kind of thing.
Yeah, so you walk along your side of the flat. Obviously, you can't really walk along to the other side of the flat because it's like multiple buildings conjoined together. So you peer through the windows, and you can't see anything through the windows.
As in, they're fogged up, they've got curtains drawn across them, they're blacked out.
So far, you can just see curtains, but they're just thin net curtains. But there seems to be something behind it as well. So it looks like they probably boarded it up or something.
I'll use my night vision protein eyes and see if I can notice anything better.
Yeah, as soon as you do that, you can see you see the net curtains in front, and you see that they're pressed. What looks to be like a table. They've lifted it up and put it in front of the window.
I go back to the front and go, they were trying to defend themselves. Something must have got to them first.
Alright. I'll open the door.
Yeah, you open the door.
Peek outside.
Yeah, you peek inside. Do you want to give me a awareness test as well, or is awareness plus intelligence? Let's go, or wits. Up to you.
I slip on the knuckle dusters as we go inside as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
same.
So awareness plus wits, right?
Yeah, awareness plus wits, or intelligence, depending on what's your approach to this. You're being careful and stuff, eh?
Yeah, I'm very careful.
Which one's higher, your wits or intelligence?
Wits.
Okay, roll wits then. We'll just go with that. Either works. Okay, so you got.
Ooh, pink.
No, that's fine. So you've got 3 as well. You open up, and as you see through, it takes a little while for your eyes to adapt, and you see that it looks like they've boarded up all the windows with just furniture. But then there's also looks like some of the furniture, like the couch, and there's a desk that looks like they've been forcefully moved around, but you can't really see too much from your angle.
Ooh. I whisper, any vampires around?
So Marcus, you could smell. You had a super sense of smell, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you smell the smell of ash. As soon as the doors open, you can smell ash.
As in vampire ash?
Just ash. You don't know what vampire smells like. But you can smell something's been burnt.
Oh, fuck.
But do you guys go in? Or is Kit still in the front?
I'll take a look, and do I see anything extra with my night vision?
Yeah, you can very clearly see the signs of struggle. It looks like the couch has been thrown across the room. The desk and computer have been smashed. You can you look through and you can see what looks to be a bedroom door, which has been pulled off the hinges.
Jeez, all right. But it looks empty and settled. There's no signs of movement or recent activity.
You can't see any signs of movement.
All right, I'll walk on in and start looking around.
Okay, as soon as you walk in, you look over. You enter and it's there's a small wall to your side, and it enters into a lounge with like a small kitchen, which is like open plan, and then there's like 3 bedrooms along. There's like 4. No, there'll be 3 bedrooms along one wall, and then there's like a bathroom in between one of the bedrooms and the kitchen. And then you can see like there was probably a couple of desks, probably you assume probably one for each of the flatmates. They've been smashed. The TVs are on the floor smashed. Yeah, the couch has been thrown across the room. And in the kitchen, you see along on the tiles, you see like a human shaped pile of ash.
A human-shaped pile of ash.
Yes.
I go and take a look, being careful not to disturb it.
Yeah, you see that. You look at it, and just looking at it, you can see, yeah, it's exactly a human silhouette made out of ash, and you can see little bits of like red throughout it.
Do I know what the red is? Is it blood or something? Can I check to see if
it looks sort of like embers, but it's not. It's like it's not letting off any light. But if it was like embers and letting off light, does that make sense? Like it looks like embers there, but they're not actually burning. It's just got that same
kind of,
yeah.
So it's like crystal red.
Yeah, it's
red
like crystallized ash almost. That's the easiest way to sort of describe it.
Either of you two know what this is?
Not a clue.
No.
All right, I'll call
it.
it.
My 1 point in academics.
I don't think academics would, unless you had like an occult knowledge.
I have 1 point in occult.
Okay, you can roll occult plus intelligence.
2 of my lowest stats. Let's go.
Yeah.
Dude, I have.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, you don't.
I have 1 point.
Yeah, you don't know anything.
Yep, I'll call Alex.
Yeah, you call Alex. Do you want to explore the rest of the flat before you call him, or?
Yeah. Like, become the ash human shape. Is it just fully ash, or is there like human clothes on it and stuff?
Fully ash.
So there's still clothes, just
no clothes.
Ash.
Just ash.
Oh fuck. Okay. Like, I want to explore the other rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I call Alex, I'll motion for the other two. You guys look around. I'll talk to Alex.
Yeah. So we'll deal with the 2 walking around first. How do you explore the rooms?
Carefully.
Okay. So there's one room which the door has been ripped off the hinges. The others all seem undisturbed from the outside. Which one do you want to tackle first?
I guess the one's already open.
Yeah. You go in there
I'll take the other one then.
Yeah. You go. So Kit, you go into the room with the one that's been open. There's a double bed which has been pushed up against the wall. You see another pile of ash. However, this one, unlike the one in the kitchen, looks like it's been disturbed. Like it's been like pushed out of the way. And then by the bed, you see another pile of ash, like between the bed and the wall. And this looks like a regular pile of ash, but it's got the same sort of ash crystals in it. All the other bedrooms are undisturbed. Like no one's rummaged through anything, or yeah.
So using my random knowledge, I would assume, I guess, during the struggle, someone disturbed the ash and then created the other ash.
Yeah. Yeah, and so as you can do that, you ring up Alex. It doesn't take long for him to answer, and he goes, "Hello there. I hope you've got some news."
Oh crap!
Did they kill themselves?
No.
All right. I said, did they kill themselves?
Alright, can I use my insight to check if they killed themselves?
Sure. Insight plus intelligence, insight plus intelligence. We got that.
Alright, let's use some dumb stats.
There's insight. Yeah, there's insight.
Yeah. I rolled a 1.
You would not be able to tell. You think it's probably not likely. It looks like it's more like, because given the fact that all the windows have been boarded up, it seems kind of strange. We give it in there the fact that furniture's been thrown around the place and all that. It seems like there were signs of struggles, but
Oh, since there's a sign of struggle,
Yes.
can I?
Or was it a murder or
What
something?
kind of weapons they used, or was it just pure force?
There's
It's a vampire, probably their bare hands.
Yeah, there's no weapons around that you can see.
Hey, for all we know, this would have been Inquisitors.
Yeah,
Ooh.
fair enough.
Ooh. So I talked to Alex.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alex.
So you're talking to Alex, and you'd say, "Oh, you found a." Yeah, he rings.
I'll be like,
He goes, "Hello, hello. I hope you got some news for me."
Well, we found them. We got 3 piles of ash.
That's not good. And he asks you any signs of weapons or struggles.
There's definitely been a struggle. Doors, hinges, broken tables and desks. In the ash, there's these red flecks. I haven't touched anything.
That's normal. So that would be the that's the normal for what happens when a vampire's killed. Yes.
Okay, well, we've got 3 dead thin-blooded vampires then, I guess.
Yes. Would you be able to send me a photo of each of the bodies and just do a small video going over all the walls and furniture and so on? I just want to analyze everything. Yeah.
I'll send it through for you shortly.
Yeah, awesome. And then I guess you go around for that. Are you guys doing any other investigation roles or anything?
Now, while he's taking the video, I'm getting distracted and just trying to get in the way of the camera.
All right. Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Quick question before we continue.
Yeah.
Liam, with my potency thing, because you've got the core rulebook there,
I've
got the one that lets me do like
jumps.
Yeah, lets me do like lethal damage to mortals.
Yes, aggravated
with my
damage
bare
mortals.
hands.
Yes. Oh,
would that mean against the?
And yeah,
Sorry?
and then I gave that same ruling for the knuckle dusters, didn't I? That they did aggravated damage. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering, versus a thin-blooded vampire, because thin-blooded vampires take damage like mortals but heal like vampires. Would I deal aggravated damage with my bare hands to a thin blood?
Yes. Yes. Cause at least they have the vampire resistance. And for your knuckle dusters, we'll just say that is instead of just an aggravated damage, you get the +1 to your damage.
Sweet.
So it's aggravated and +1 with that. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Just making sure. And I was more thinking in case these 3 guys came at us, I was like, yeah, I want to do like aggravated damage with these knuckle dusters and like real lay into them.
You would have done aggravated damage, that's correct, yeah.
But I don't have to worry about that anymore because they're all dead.
Yes.
Whoops.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna search through their personal.
That being said, it would have meant I would have crushed Marcus.
Yeah. Marcus, because you also took Alicat. So did you took the protein as well, didn't you?
Potency.
The potency, sorry. Was that right? And you took the same one, was it? For Alicat, because you got either potency or serenity.
Yeah, clarity or serenity.
Oh no, it's I can't remember what it's called exactly. It's I think it's. I know it's like.
I think it's clarity. I would check, but my core rulebook doesn't load.
I think it's clarity. That sounds more correct. Disciplines. There you go. Yeah, it's clarity. Yeah, so super speed or super strength. I'm assuming you took the super strength one though, Potence. On page 263. Or clarity, which is 252. Marcus, you're not saying anything.
Yo, sorry, what?
For your feeding type, you got a discipline. It was either potence or clarity. Which one did you take?
I took potence.
Oh, yeah, and I'm guessing you took aggravated fisticuffs.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you still would have I
have vampire resistance, so it wouldn't do anything to me.
It wouldn't do anything. Yeah. Yeah. You would have absolutely destroyed him then. Yeah. Because obviously you vampire resistance either.
The amazingness of learning new rules between sessions.
Yeah.
Next time.
Next time.
Round 2.
Next time.
Hey, we'll see when you're full vampires, because then it'll be Bruja versus Gangrel. That's what you're still aiming for, you two?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going for Gangrel because that's like the clan band that I've taken and stuff like that.
Yeah, makes sense.
But I don't know about them, like in character. I don't know about them.
No, not yet.
But I want to like, if we go that far, I want to be like, I want to experience like the frenzy, and then I seek to see what kind of like parallels other vampires have with how they frenzy, and that's how I can find out about the Gangrel.
Yeah.
That's one way I was thinking about it.
I mean, I'm planning on like giving you guys like the right to turn like a few sessions, so it's only gonna like the thin-blooded part's only for like the first like 5.
Cool. So I'll be Dalbury pretty quickly.
Yeah, so it'll be like depending on how this session goes, like next session you'll be given the right.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to look at the build.
Yeah, I'm being quite quick with this because obviously this was just like the thin-blooded thing was just the like introduction.
Intro.
You're just getting thrown in. You can learn stuff, and as we learn the rules, obviously it doesn't take too long to pick up the rules, but that was the idea. You know, you pick up the rules, and then quickly you'd go into like your actual character's build.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you guys want to change, you still got a couple of sessions to look at the other clans, because obviously the core rulebook has clans, and then you have the other books for like the Simichis, the Banu Hakim, La Sombra, Ravos. There's quite a few clans, but Gangrels obviously makes the most sense for what you're going for. Kit's character being a Toreador is interesting though.
Oh, that's because I want to be a car sexual.
Lad.
Nice.
It's just funny because it's like a face type clan, like that's what it does best. So I was like, Kit's going to face again. That's always interesting when he does that.
No, it's just because I wanted to be a car sexual. I was like, fuck yeah.
Okay. Alright, fair enough. So anyway, to get back into this, so obviously you guys still can head on over to the nightclub if you want to do that.
Yep.
Are we able to look around to see any signs of who might have done this, if it were in terms of like one person or like multiple attackers?
Investigation, I guess. Investigation plus intelligence.
Oh, can I do it?
Okay.
Investigation, looking through their personal stuff.
Let's go. Let's go.
Find out where they were.
Who dice?
They got turned.
Let's do this. I got 2 successes.
Nice.
I had 2 dice.
Alright. Yes. And so what were you saying, Kit? You want to go through like their personal stuff to find out stuff about them?
Yeah, to find out where they were before they got taken. I mean, they got turned.
Oh yeah, okay. That will be the same. You have a lower DC though.
Alright, what is it?
Intelligence plus investigation. Or investigation plus intelligence.
Wait, investigation plus what?
Intelligence.
Oh, fuck. Alright, that's like 1 die.
I love how you all just play fucking idiots.
Yeah, man. It's good shit, eh?
Honestly, thought someone would be the intelligent one because I
No,
was like,
no one
yeah,
did.
you're either an animal or you're like the suavest, smoothest criminal. So I'm like, I'll play the animal because I always play the smooth criminal.
It's funny because I do.
And then everyone else just plays the animal, and I'm like, all right, cool. I guess we're animals.
Yeah,
No, I went jack of all trades, but I was like, okay.
Nah, man, I just went dumb brute.
yeah.
I went jack
Exactly, we were an animal.
Alright,
failed.
so you don't
Oh, shit.
you don't find out shit. You're just like
I rolled a 1.
You just get
I rolled
distracted.
2. I got 2 successes.
Pretty much the only way to succeed that was if you critted it.
Yeah.
Rerolls.
I mean, if you want to, but then you remember you can't reroll your hunger dice, so you can't get the actual crit. But you think, from the looks of things, you're like, somebody probably like came in like this, and then they hit the couch over like that. So you're like, you're thinking this may have been one person. Apart from that, you're like,
Okay.
you're not sure, but that's what you're going with.
It is a something.
It is a something. Yeah. Since you did roll 2 successes, I gotta chuck you something.
Have a bone, dog.
Basically. Alright. Next course of action.
I guess we're off to the bar.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Luminous Bar. It is built into a high-rise building. It's on basically the top 3 floors. It's a very well-to-do nightclub. And as you are now aware, it's surrounded by a vampire named. I think he gave you her name. She's a independent vampire, so she's not with either the Camarilla, Sabat, or Anarchs. Her name is Andrea Mercer, and she is a La Sombra, and her entire staff are all her ghouls. That's what you know.
Sorry, what was her name again?
Andrea Mercer.
Mercer.
Yeah.
Probably take note about that.
Yes.
And her entire staff is ghouls.
Runs.
Yeah.
What the fuck was the barcode again?
What? Luminous.
Luminous.
It's very ironically named.
Ha ha ha.
Because it's probably dark and seedy.
No, it's just who runs it. It's like, obviously it's not just a vampire. The Sombra vampires specialize in like a sort of shadow magic.
Oh.
So it's like super ironic. Without knowing what a La Sombra is, obviously it's not like that. You don't know. It's like your characters don't know it's ironic. But metagame, I did it very ironically. And neither you guys know what a fucking La Sombra is. I just read all the clan lore and I'm like, that's funny, let's do that. Because I was like wondering what clan to give her, and I thought that would be the funniest for the name of the bar.
Brilliant.
But yeah, you go into you go up to the bottom entrance. There is a elevator shaft that goes solely up to Luminous, and in front of it there is a somewhat mildly built man. Given
I was going to ask if we could go through the back door or something.
There's no back door. You have to go up an elevator.
Oh.
Yeah, there's one way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you go up, and Marcus's character, you can instantly smell. Like, you don't know what a ghoul is, obviously, but you just have the notes there. You're like, you have no idea what that is, but you can smell like the mixture of like this person is not a human, but they're not a vampire either. Like, it's very strange to you. They're like in between.
I just say, what are you?
So you skip the line? You just walk past
Yeah.
them? Yeah, okay. You go up.
Yeah, I just...
You go up, he sort of looks at you strangely, and he closes his eyes, and then he just goes... He just takes a deep breath in, and he goes... I haven't seen you lot here before.
Can I use my etiquette to pretend we are?
You would have to... It would be etiquette plus manipulation.
Alright, boys. Might as well.
You might as well, yeah. Stand there.
Might as well use some abilities that we haven't used in a long time.
What disciplines did you take? Because obviously you have your feeding type discipline. What was your feeding type?
I didn't choose one yet.
Oh, you haven't chosen one yet.
Yeah. Because I was like, new blood. Might as well not choose one.
Yeah,
I could feed
you don't have to yet. Yep, so, obviously roll...
Why am I so bad at this? I swear.
Why do you have 2 hunger dice? You should have just 1.
Because... I have 2 of them.
I said everyone can reset to 1. While you're in the prince's penthouse, you got to all feed up to 1. I mean, it doesn't change the result. You still got no successes. And he goes, trust me, I'll remember if you guys came through. Just give me a moment. Everyone, he signals to the people to stop waiting, and he goes and just he talks into an earpiece. You guys know any languages that aren't English?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
No.
I was gonna stop. I was gonna say something really racist.
Okay.
I know ghetto.
I have 3 points in streetwise.
No, you don't.
So you can speak black, is that what you were going to say?
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright. Well, he's not speaking a slang, he's speaking an actual language. None of you have any clue what he's saying, and then he just goes, alright, yeah, and he looks at you, goes...
Sumerian, isn't it?
No, it's not Sumerian. It is a.
Can you use 1 point in academics?
Yeah, sure. Academics plus.
Just to guess what language it is.
Yeah, academics plus intelligence, I guess.
Wow, you're really making me roll my lowest.
Well, maybe stop making out. Stop
Well,
trying to roll
fucking-
smart things.
Yeah, play your fucking character then.
Yeah. Your character picked up a book here and there, so he got academics. It's like generally like what Jack of all trades is. It's like your character has a short attention span. They just go through doing random shit. Oh, okay. 2 successes.
Nice.
Well, you know, at the very least, it's you also got a hung. Oh, it's not. You didn't get crit, so it's not a messy critical. But oh my god, my mouse scroll. I go to scroll down, and it scrolls up because my scroll is reversed. It's very annoying. I need to change it. Anyway, you know it's definitely an Indo-European language. But you can't tell. It's maybe German, maybe some type of Celtic language, but you don't really know. You narrowed it down a fair bit, I guess.
Yeah, we narrowed it down to 1 continent. Good job, guys.
Well, Indo-European is 2 continents because you got all of Iran and like northern India and Pakistan and all of that. They're all Indo-European as well. It doesn't narrow down much at all. It's like the most widely spoken language group.
Oh, there you go. Fantastic.
You know it's not a romantic language. There we go. And it's not English, so...
It's not English and it's not romantic.
Yeah,
So it's every language.
So it's French.
No,
French is a romantic language. You know it's not French.
French is longer.
yeah, but it sounds like a man with slugs in his mouth.
Yeah, so you know it's either like... It could be German, it could be Scandinavian, it could be a Celtic language. Probably not Slavic, and it's probably definitely not Indian or Iranian. So you've got Western Europe, minus Spain and Italy and the other one, France. That's it.
You mean minus Southern Europe?
So it is
I
French.
Yeah, minus.
Look,
Some sort of...
You're gonna bring out the racism in me if you keep going on like this.
Yeah. All right. Anyway. So you narrowed it down to half a continent.
Yeah.
And and after a while it goes, all right, the boss will see you. We don't like strangers coming in here too often, but head on up with the next group.
Woo!
Yeah.
Slip him a $5.
And he just like he goes takes it. He's like, all right. He pockets it.
He takes what?
He pockets
$5.
He pockets $5.
Oh, cool.
All right, and yeah, you head on up to the bar, and it's pretty much like dead silent on the way up. There's like a couple of girls and a guy who got on with you, and they're just talking stupid. Basic. I don't even know what people who would go to a nightclub would talk about, but they're talking about dumb stuff. And you go up, and it's like dead silent. Then all of a sudden, and as soon as the doors crack open a little bit, you're like bombarded with sound of just bad DJ music.
Ah, fantastic! I'm home.
Yeah.
No, people.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to immediately forget what I'm here for and go dancing.
Okay. But yeah. Okay. So as you go up, you go off, and a hand stops you, and goes, and it's connected to a somewhat petite girl, and she just looks at you and she goes, "This way," and she just like signals for you guys to all follow her. She like skips off.
Oh, hello
Is
there.
that the 5-foot girl that was at the fighting arena?
No, it's not. It's that was like a preteen girl. She's like an adult woman, but she signals for you guys to follow. She's a petite build.
Alright, I'll give her a follow then, I guess.
Yeah.
Chad follow.
Yeah, and as you follow, she opens up a door and signals for you all to go through with like a bow. Bow and like
Something
pointing her hands off.
disturbingly wrong. I feel like we're about to be like invited in as cattle or something.
How can we be cattle if we're vampires?
Cattle, like as in they're gonna feed on us.
Yeah, but how can they feed on us if we're vampires?
Vampires play on vampires all the time.
Not all the time. It's very, 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 very rare. It's
Well,
not...
it's possible. It's a feeding type.
Yeah, it is a fiend type. Yeah. And if anybody takes it, it's going to be very fucking interesting. Because it's probably like the hardest one to, like, just say, oh yeah, just do a roll for it. It's like, yeah, you just find a vampire to feed on, sure, whatever. But anyway, yeah, so you go in and you see a woman with, she's, what nationality did I make her? Let's get up my character lists.
Asian.
Was this Andrea Mercer we're talking about?
Yeah, Andrea Mercer. No, she's just a white woman. She has long red hair, and it's tied up neatly in a ponytail, and she's wearing a business suit. And she just sort of looks at you, and she just goes, so. She just gives you a smile. She like goes, so I've got 3 new bloods here, eh?
Yeah.
What brings you here? I don't like kindred. I don't know being here.
Alex sent us. We're investigating the recent mass embraces that have all turned us into kindred. And we've just found 3 charred remains of the last victims.
Yeah, and you notice that she was like twirling a pen between her fingers, and as soon as you say that, she stops and goes, Alright, well, I'll allow you to do your investigation. I'll grant you Elysium here, but I do not grant you any feeding rights. If any of you feed on any of the kind here, I will quickly have you dispatched. Do I make myself
Understandable. Appreciate the consideration.
Alright. Is there anything I can help with here? Do you know who you're looking for?
Can I have
Not
feeding
at
rights,
all.
please?
No, you're going to have to prove yourself before I grant you any feeding rights here. I'm very particular about how many vampires I allow in. Or how many kindred I allow in, sorry. I need to remember not to say vampire because they never refer to each other as vampires.
Well, it's come to our attention that the mass embraces have been happening here.
Your actual information is that they're happening in a series of bars following a certain pattern, and this is the next most likely one.
Oh, right. Now I remember. Wait, aren't we supposed to kill everyone here? Like, wait, no.
You're definitely not meant to kill
Aren't
everyone.
we supposed to kill everyone here? What a statement.
I was like trying to remember what we're supposed to be doing here.
No, you just meant to wait for. You just meant to wait for other vampires. Yeah.
Right, because I'm trying to remember. It's like I know we had to had to watch.
Yeah, you're waiting for either vampires you recognize but didn't know they were vampires, or you're just looking for you're basically watching vampires to figure out who is probably doing the mass embraces.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. One thing that probably has been explained to you is whoever turns you is either a very weak vampire themselves, or they're also a thin blood. Because they're going to be one generation above you, which is 15. You're all 16, which is the lowest generation. And half of generation 15 are thin bloods. The other half are clan members, but they're all going to be very weak blooded. So you know you're not dealing with powerful vampires. They're just a step above you, because that's how this works. Every vampire generation is a step below the previous one. And you'll never ever encounter a 1, 2, or 3, because that basically just means death.
Yeah, because 3 is the antediluvians that survived the freaking Noah's flood.
Yeah, 3 is the antediluvians. Metagame wise, 3 is the antediluvians. They're the ones who spouted out, who are the origins for all the clans. 2 are obviously the ones who turned them. They're all dead because the antediluvians basically killed them all. And number 1 is Cain.
Oh, okay.
And if
first generation is Cain himself.
Yeah, and
as
there is
Cain.
There is actually rules for fighting Cain. It just says you lose. That's the rules. You don't fight it. It just says that you lose. Doesn't matter what you are, you lose. Like the only ones who stand a chance is like an archmage. Or demons.
And even then, Cain doesn't reveal himself.
No,
he's got other things to do with his life.
He's got 10 points in every single stat, skill, and discipline. That's possible. He goes above the normal 5 that you max. He goes all the way to 10. He has disciplines you don't have.
He's just God.
Yeah, well, he's
the step down from God. That's kind of the law.
The step down would be Lucifer. I mean, that's the only other character who could beat him, and that also is the same rule where you just die. This makes sense, because if you try to fight the devil, you're gonna fucking die.
Yeah, you probably don't say much.
Already be dead to fight the devil.
It'd be hilarious.
Depends on who you talk to.
Yeah. Yeah, the religions in Vampire the Masquerade are quite interesting, I generally find. Oh, there's also Lilith as well. She's interesting how she works.
What kind of Lilith is this version?
She's interesting. There is a religion dedicated to her. If you encounter... It's gone for with the whole, she's the first woman who isn't obviously before Eve, but she's interesting. If you encounter her, I don't think you ever can encounter her. I don't think they have any rules for it. Like you can encounter her cults. I would have to check it out, but I know I studied less about her. I also just looked at Cain because he's a fascinating dude.
Hilarious.
Yeah, and he's obviously the one who is the actual progenitor to all vampires. Yeah. But anyway, you're given the right to carry out your investigation. How do you want to go about this? So basically, how the layout is the girl who led you there, she's walking around the floor with drinks. There's another woman who is a little older. She looks to be in her 30s. She also gives the same sort of vampire human hybrid smell. And she's working the bar. You know, the other girl who introduced you, she's walking the floor. There is essentially a main dance floor. Around that, there's a slightly elevated area with little sort of semi-private cubicles. And then on one side of the building, there is a staircase going up to like another higher level, which has actual tables on it. And that's more private.
I want to go to the semi-private cubicles and see what's going on there.
Alright, so you're going to visit semi-private cubicles. What about the other 2? What are you doing?
I'm just looking for a place where someone could be embraced and not be drawn attention to, so like where they could be fed on. Or actually, even where do the vampires feed on the humans and stuff here?
So you have...
Yeah, that's a fair question.
Yeah. So you have if you go upstairs, you have the tables, and then along the walls there are basically small rooms.
And so the vampires just lead people in there, do they?
Essentially, yeah. They're basically like private cubicles, almost. They have like a room in there with like a small table, like a coffee table, and then there's like a TV on the wall.
Are they all occupied? Or are they like empty ones?
There's a few partygoers making out on a couple of them, but there's about 6 of them. Only 2 have people in them, and neither of them you can tell are vampires. No one's sucking blood at the moment.
I'm gonna like post up in a place where I can watch them inconspicuously as much as I can.
Yeah, watch people.
Order a few drinks and just kind of chill and just like keep an eye on the rooms and see if like someone leads a group in there or something, or takes multiple people in. Yeah. All right. Because if the last victims were a flatmate of 3, they would have been there as a group, and they would have all been like embraced at the same time.
Yeah. So and then what's Kit's characters doing? What's Sandy doing?
I'm gonna get some drinks from the bar? Yeah.
So you're
from
gonna
the
watch
bar.
from the bar.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch people from the bar.
Alrighty.
One question I did have, sorry for the chick there before we left.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I've asked Alex as well. But is there any reason that a vampire would embrace someone and then like immediately kill them? Like, what's the justification there within like known vampire culture?
Basically, there wouldn't be much of a reason to do that other than like sadism. They couldn't really think of a reason why you'd like. There isn't many other reasons.
Okay.
Because a higher tier vampire still wouldn't embrace because if the more powerful a vampire is, the more limited their phenotypes are. A really powerful vampire can only feed on other vampires, but they wouldn't risk it because to do that, that would mean that they would make somebody only a step down from them, and they could potentially hurt them. So they wouldn't risk
fight back.
that.
Yeah,
they wouldn't risk that. And a lower tier vampire is the same deal. They would turn somebody, and that they wouldn't want to risk that as well. So the only reason to do that would be, essentially some form of sadism.
Okay. So yeah, the person I'm looking out for then is definitely someone leading a group, or someone else who might be looking for prey. So I'm looking for the hunter kind of style of investigation.
Yeah. Okay.
Watching for someone who's doing other watching.
Yep. So let's go. We'll go to the man on the floor. So Lawrence. Lawrence can do. This is sort of a social thing, but it's not. It would be some form of either insight or investigation or awareness, depending on your approach. Plus, let's say, charisma or manipulation.
Okay, I'll go with charisma.
Or wits as well, I guess, could make sense. So it's up to you.
Oh, I've rolled.
Oh, you've already rolled. You got 2 successes. So as you're walking around, you notice that you pick up the smell of a vampire. You actually pick up the smell of 2 vampires. You see one dude who's sort of out of place. He's sort of just wearing like a basic t-shirt, and he has a out of fashion coat on, and he's sort of sitting there rubbing his thighs, and he's just sort of staring at the floor. And then there's another dude sitting sort of across from the table from him who is chatting up like a group of chicks.
Oh, yeah. Anything noteworthy about these women?
You smell one. One seems to have a very interesting smell to her, but you don't know what it means.
Oh, yeah.
But although he is giving her way more attention than the other 2 chicks, but he has all their attention.
Lawrence have a ability. He has a special sense that can sense aura. What you call it? I won't say auras, but
I can smell people's what is it?
Their blood type thing. The reason you pick up there's something very special about this woman's presence.
Okay.
She's the freaking Dicarcius or whatever it is.
Yeah, that the
just a metagaming there.
That is metagaming, yeah, but that's what she is.
Oh, my character has no idea what it is. Don't worry.
Your characters have no idea. You just pick up this one woman has a special smell to her, and it is quite. It does intrigue you quite a bit. We'll go to the bar. You can give me the same roles. So it's either awareness, investigation, insight, plus charisma, manipulation, or wits. It's up to you. And
so awareness plus wits is 1.
Yeah, awareness plus wits is 1.
Cool, because that's my best.
Yeah, you're just...
Boom! 5.
Oh, wow, that's very
nice.
Good. You're watching out. So, Marcus, do you sit down, watch these people, or do you just sort of take note of them as you pass?
I'm going to take note of them as I pass and then find myself somewhere else to sit that's relatively close by, but sort of, kind of inconspicuous.
Yep. Do you want to roll me just a 1d10 quickly?
Yep.
Not connected to anything in particular. 3.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. As you sit down, somebody taps you and goes, "Hey, I recognize you." And he goes,
Oh yeah,
"Did
from
you?"
where?
I'm pretty certain I work at for this company. It gives you a company that makes clothes. He goes, "I'm pretty certain I've seen you around somewhere. I work in their marketing." I'm trying to put my finger on it though.
Sorry, what are you trying to tell me? Do you think you know?
Just that I
Do you think you
recognize
know who I am?
I think so, actually. Did you do some work for us at some point? Like, was it modeling? I feel like you're a model of some sort.
I'm sorry, I don't know you.
Stay on objective. Stay on objective.
Yeah. He goes, never
I'm-
mind then, and he just the guy just walks on off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then okay, we'll sort out Kit's role first. So Kit, what are you doing?
Well, I'm at the bar, so I
Yeah,
guess
so
I'll just...
you get to do your role. Sort of explain what you're doing. So you're looking out.
Yeah, I'm looking around, see what they're ordering, if they're
Yep.
see if there's anyone who's not drinking at all, who can't drink, or...
Yeah. All right, you can give me a roll.
All right.
So it's up to you what you do. Oh shit! Very nice.
Nice.
You notice there's one dude at the bar who ordered a drink and never drunk it, and he's talking to a woman. And you notice that, but you. So I guess you just watch him like a hawk.
Yeah.
And eventually he takes her up to one of the rooms upstairs with a couple of drinks in hand. Alright, but we jump over to Anthony's character, who got a very, 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 very good roll of 5.
Let's go.
Yeah, you're sort of looking down, and you notice the group Marcus noticed. They all you pick up there's something strange about these people. Like obviously you got the one dude who looks completely out of place, and the other dude who is completely in the zone. And as you sit there, you're sitting there watching, and you can sort of see that as this guy, like, as he loses interest from the woman, he looks into them, and there's like a sort of flash in his eye, and then the woman is instantly hooked again. And after a while, they all get up. You see Marcus gets distracted by another dude, and then these two and the 3 women, they all get up and they leave through the front door.
So they leave through the front door.
Yeah, they leave back down the thing, but something tells you that there's just like a hunch that this is probably what you're looking for. You recognize.
I immediately get up.
You recognize
I recognize them.
Yeah, you recognize. There's something familiar about these two.
Have I seen them at like my bar or something before?
Maybe. You're not too
Okay.
sure, but you recognize something about them.
Sense of familiarity. Something in his eyes. He's got like dominance powers or something.
Yeah.
I'm thinking what my character would think. So I'll go get Kit and Dubois and immediately start tailing him.
Yeah. Okay. What do you two?
I'll go tap on him and go. You see that guy? That's our man. Something in his eyes. Hooked those women. He's interested in one of them as well. Something particular.
All right.
Yeah, you're all gonna follow. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, metagaming wise, that's a god tier roll, and you know it. That's pretty damn good.
I'll take my win.
Yeah, you take your win. Yeah, so they all go down the elevator, and you notice at the top there's a second elevator that isn't in use. It's sort of like on the
second
opposite
elevator that's not in use.
Yeah, it's opposite the bar. So obviously this one's sort of on the opposite side of the elevated area. On the elevated area side, you notice there's an elevator by the bar as well with that god tier roll, which is how you notice it.
So elevator by the bar. I feel like that's important But if he's gone out the door,
Yeah, hey, I mean, they're
Oh,
already
already
at
fall-
there. By the time you've assembled everybody, they've already gone down. They've already started going down.
did Andrea the lady here say that the bar would help us out and stuff, or
Yeah,
that we would just
they
have
would.
we're allowed to be here?
You're allowed to be here, and they'll help you with your investigation if you need something.
Okay, I'll go to the bar and go. I think we found our guy. He's just left. Can we use that lift to go down?
Yeah, sure.
Does it go down to the first floor? Ground floor?
She walks over and she pulls out a key card from her skirt, and then she just flashes it over, goes there, and it turns on the elevator. And she goes, "Yep, you can go straight down to the ground floor."
Alright, let's go, boys.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, so yeah, you go down, and as the elevator hits the bottom, it opens up to sort of like a little corridor that you notice the corridor, but you couldn't see down it, obviously. And as you step out into the main foyer with the bouncer at the bottom and all the people coming in, you see the group out of 5 outside, and they're all getting into a limousine.
Okay, alright.
We take chase, or we start following it in limousine. He's gonna turn them all inside that limo. Frick, do we step in the limousine or do we follow?
Up to you.
Let's crash the van into the limousine.
We're not supposed to cause a scene. That was one of the conditions that Alex gave us.
It doesn't matter if not.
Dead men if we cause a scene.
Is anybody else down here?
I'm pretty sure there would be, since
you got the bouncer, the gold bouncer, and obviously all the people coming in.
Yeah.
You have your van as well.
Can we get the people to stop the limousine, like the bar people to stop the limousine?
You're only
Or
able
is it
to
gonna
go
be
there. He's like, no, I can't do. No can do, because he's obviously a bouncer.
Yeah, we gotta follow.
Yeah.
We gotta follow, and if they're gonna go into some like gated car park or something, we're just gonna have to ram them. And I am concerned we're gonna have to deal with a bunch of ghouls or like some newly turned kindred that are like under his like control or whatever. But let's freaking go.
Yeah,
that's fucking.
Knuckle dusters and faces go together.
Just drinks and dumps them at random places like us.
Well, that's what I'm assuming is that it's either it's a thin blood that doesn't understand the consequences of their actions because they haven't learned the laws of the land, or they're like a low-ranking vampire that's just power tripping and they don't understand that mass embracing is probably a bad idea.
No, I'm just saying. I think they've been doing it for a while now, so I'm guessing, hopefully, that they do drink and dump. Hopefully.
We'll have to follow.
Unless they go to somewhere we can't go, we'll just follow.
Yeah, so you just follow. And as you start following them, and do you want to give me? You have a drive skill, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Drive plus wits.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Is that your best?
Oh, I feel like that's a good roll then.
What's that?
Drive plus wits.
Can everybody do that, or just?
Well, the person driving the car who's Kit, since he's the one who has drive skill.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Oh come on, I'm re-rolling.
You're gonna re-throw 3. Yep. Okay, do that then. Remember you.
Here's 6 dice.
Yeah. So that's definitely one of his better things. Nice. I mean, it makes sense.
Well,
you're a racer.
Taxi driver.
A taxi driver by day, racer by night.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so you've got 5 dice. So you easily follow them. You even can figure out ahead of time where they're roughly going, and you're able to take back streets to sort of avoid suspicion of someone tailing them, but you're able to pop out at the right point. And as you're driving, you eventually notice they don't even stop, and one of the women gets flown out of the car.
Holy fuck!
And they keep the same pace, and she sort of lands in a ditch and falls down into the a storm.
Can I
grab the chicken and we round? chicken we rammed.
Another truck and we rammed.
No,
I-
grab the tank, put it in parade, and then we rammed the limousine.
Do you
All right,
want?
well, yeah. Do we ram them or do we wait for him to finish eating? Is he stronger if he's just finished eating?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he'll have 0 hunger. He regains will points.
Yeah.
And stuff,
So
just like
we'll
you.
just since they don't care about.
And you know
getting-
that one of the women is the special blood type. Well,
Yeah.
you don't know this,
Right, yeah.
but metagaming,
All right,
you know
well,
he's
ram
got
him.
A power.
ramming speed.
Yeah, ramming
Do we
speed.
ram?
Do
I was
you
gonna say,
know?
here's the question: do we ram to take him out or ram to suspend it? Because there's probably that chick who's a special. Or no, I don't know.
No,
if she's
we're not trying to kill them. We're just trying to interrupt them. So we ram the vehicle, like
We
know,
ram
just
hard enough to stop him. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, and then,
immobilize it.
We ram it.
and then we jump out mafia style, just beat the fuck out of him, rescue the women,
Yeah.
go home and get shagged.
We'll do some
Fantastic.
quick maneuver.
Go home and get shagged. Fantastic.
Okay,
Let's
so
go.
how do you ram them? Do you just hit them in the back? Are you going to try and T-bone them? How are you going about this?
Take
Right.
out a wheel.
No,
Right.
so we hit them so it spins.
Oh, so you want to hit the back quarter?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
quick maneuver it.
So you're gonna since you got a very good roll on your thing, you take like a side street that you know will pop out roughly where they are, so you can T-bone them properly and cause them to spin out.
Yeah.
And as so you fly down. As you do, you hit him. Yours obviously
Oh,
you're able
before-
to do some form of bracing for impact, you guys, as well.
Yeah.
Before we make impact, I look at Dubois and I'm like, you grab the special one, I'll distract Mr. Bitey.
Sounds good to me.
Wait, does he tell us what the special one?
I know which one it is because
okay.
He's the one that
Yeah,
can smell her.
I was like,
And I know that this guy's interested in one of those girls in particular. So I'm assuming that he's like got a mark or something. So I tell Marcus to get the one that he's interested in, get her out, and then we go in.
All right, let's go.
Alrighty. Oh, so
And unfortunately, I
what
don't
are you-
have
What are
any.
you rolling to brace for impact? It'll be strength plus something, depending on what you how you decide to approach this. Oh, hang on, shit.
I'll put my seatbelt on to start with.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's not hard to take off.
Yeah, they are quite hard.
I'm hoping I'm still rolling my drive since it'd be
I'm
like,
just gonna,
Drive-
I'm just,
say strength plus
I'm just
drive.
gonna,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna brace myself across the van, like as if I was a roll cage.
yes.
Okay,
so I'm
so-
doing it in a way that it doesn't fuck up us that much.
So I'm gonna need. Hang on.
Admittedly, we are a van versus a limo. We hit that back quarter, we're not going to feel much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we're spinning them out, so it's a lot easier.
That's what you're trying to do
Yes.
anyway. Yeah.
All right. So strength plus drive.
I'll go strength athletics because I'm trying to brace myself against the fucking
Yeah, and you're
seagulls on
doing
it.
strength drive, and I'm guessing you're doing strength athletics as well.
For me, what do I have as? I mean, it'll be strength plus something. I've got survival or athletics. Survival's my best one, but I don't know what survival's technically used for.
That would be. That's like.
Survive
that'd
the
be like-
collision.
Yeah, obviously that would be like tracking people through like the wilderness and, you know, finding
Aye.
things, finding places to hide during the day if you are out in the open and stuff like that. It's what you normally expect from thingy.
So I'll do my strength and athletics then. No modifier. Oosh.
Hang on.
That's unfortunate. 1 dice. I will take a reroll on that. Alright, 3 successes. And 1 willpower damage. It's boss fight time, boys!
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Alright,
pretty. It's going to be a
roll three.
fight. Hang on, I'm just reading. I'm just making sure I've got the discipline sorted out properly.
Of course, I already have my knuckle dusters on.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
assume you're.
My knuckle dusters were on the second we slipped inside the van.
And I'm just jumping through things. So I'm gonna have 1 for that. Hang on, where am I? Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay, sweet. Right, so yeah, you... Yeah, okay, so... Oh, yes, you re-rolled. Okay, got that. 3, 3, 3. Okay, you guys are all fine then. You break out, you instantly all jump, like, you spring out of the car as soon as you hit, and you're all ready to open the door. Yeah, you're all springing into action. And as you do, you are basically all entering initiative. Obviously, there's no rolls. It's just based on what you want. At the moment, you're standing in front of a limo. You can see the awkward... dude who was awkward in the nightclub. He's driving the car. Or driving the limo. And then you obviously can't see the back because it's tinted glass.
So the awkward guy is driving the limo?
Yes.
I'll go...
Who's going first?
I'm just going to rip the doors off.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, so you do that. You walk up, you rip the door off, and as soon as you do that, you're going to have to roll me a Wits plus Resolve.
Wits and Resolve.
This guy's going to try and dominate.
Wits plus Resolve, wow.
Freaking dominance powers. So BS. And exactly what I wanted to play, but it's not a strength-based character.
Yeah, I got 4 successes.
6.
Nice.
Oh, not bad. Let's see, I've got only 2. Oh no, I got... What? I did backwards. Sorry. Let's make that greater than when I do this stuff. So...
Yeah, you got 2.
Yeah, I got 2. So yeah, you as soon as you rip the door off, this guy's looking straight at you, and you can feel him try to enter your mind, but you instantly repel it.
I just think, ha, not this time, dickhead, and he just fires out of my head.
Yeah. And there's only one woman in the car who is the one with the special smell. But you can smell that she no longer gives off a human smell anymore.
No.
Ah, she's been
Turned, yeah.
We were too late.
Yeah. So yeah, and obviously you're what's the other 2 of you doing?
I'm going for the driver.
You're going for the driver?
I was going to try and scare the driver off, but I can't tell if he's human or not, so I'm a bit
so
iffy.
you go up to the vampire to fight him, and you can roll. It will be how you're attacking him. You're just going to hit him. Did you have a weapon or what? Oh, you have stakes and stuff. Are you going to Are you going to try and stake him?
Yeah.
Do you want to throw it, or what are you doing? How are you going about it?
Just smash through the window and hit him. Hopefully to hit him.
Okay, sweet as. So it would be
oh frick, that's right. We got a stake.
Strength plus oh, what's it called? Melee.
Melee, yeah. All right.
And he's gonna do basically the same, but he gets a penalty because he is obviously sitting down as you do this. He only gets 1 success.
Alright, wait. Is it strength or dexterity since I'm holding a weapon?
Strength because you're trying to smash through a window.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Rip.
I'm re-rolling.
You're going to re-roll your 3 dice? Yeah, you might as well. Let's see.
One success.
So unfortunately, yeah, you smash through the window, but he manages to stop your stake with his hand. So you deal 1 superficial damage to him. And then we enter back to the... sorry.
It's my turn. I haven't done anything.
What are you doing?
I'll go to the other side of the car than Dubois, and I'll be going for the vampire as well. Because that was my role, was get the vampire guy.
Yeah, so you go for the back. Roll me a
Just
brawl.
the other door.
Brawl plus melee. He gets to...
Brawl with...
He gets to roll to defend.
Brawl plus melee, or brawl plus strength?
Sorry, brawl plus strength. Sorry, my brain. And he only gets 2 successes.
Brawl strength with a 1 modifier because I've got the knuckle dusters. Let's freaking go!
Yeah. Oh,
I've obviously turned on my deal damage power.
Yeah, that would have been for damage. +1 to the damage, not to the roll. Sorry.
It's a modifier, right?
No, it's a modifier to your damage. It's a damage modifier, not a skill modifier. It's fine. Okay. You still beat him. So you smash through the back window. You you sort of know where he is based on where thing is, and you manage to sort of grab him from the back. Do you want to go for like a tackle, or are you actually just going to strike him?
I'm going to deal damage. I effectively want to incapacitate him and then stake him.
You smash through the window and you just punch him in like the back of the head.
Go.
You do. So if you've got 2 more successes, he's
+1, so 3.
3, yeah. So then that will go down to 2 damage, yeah. Sweet. So you deal 2 damage to him. Superficial.
Oh.
Because yeah, he's a vampire. But anyway, let's go back to initiative. So everyone's currently engaged in melee. So it basically just goes, we will sort out Kit first because you're in a 1-on-1. Are you going to go for a stake again?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah. And he's still sitting down, so he still has a penalty.
Oh, come on.
Let's see.
Oh, wow.
3-3, so you're tied. So you each take 1 point of damage. So basically, you pull it out, and as you do, he jabs his fingers forward, and you stab him in the shoulder, and you each do a point of damage to each other.
Okay. Oh man, this is gonna hurt.
It's gonna be really hard for you to actually, beat him.
You realize trying to actually stake his heart's a -2 penalty as well.
No, I'm just trying to stab him now.
Just stabbing him with the stake. Just an improvised melee weapon.
Fair.
These are very good stakes. These are like proper hardwood stakes, so I'll say it's a better weapon than normal. Like if it was just a makeshift
It's not just
stake,
a piece of 2x4.
It's not a piece of 2x4 sharpened into a thingy. It's like a stake, like a stake made out of like a.
It's intended to kill a vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's properly crafted. Yeah. So then we'll go to the other 2. Who wants to attack first? I'll say it makes some more sense for Anthony's character to be the first one, since you've already sort of punched him. So,
I'm just wailing on him.
Yeah.
And then once we have decent advantage, I'm going to pull the stake out and try and go for it. Because we had to deal a lot of damage with the stake to torpor him.
Yeah.
Can I grapple him?
So you want to try to restrain him?
Yeah.
Do you want to do that before Anthony does? Because Anthony's probably in a better position to restrain, because you're behind him right now. So if you grabbed him and pulled him back, obviously you could...
Is there a grapple skill, or is it just like brawl?
It's brawl plus melee. But you could go put your arms under his arm and pull him back, and that would open his chest up for for blah 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 Lawrence. Stab him.
Yeah, I'll try that. I'll go for the grapple, and then Lawrence can go for the torpor.
Yeah. Alright, go for it.
So brawl and strength.
Yeah, brawl.
0 modifier.
No, I'll just go straight. You just don't have a penalty. And then he rolls. He got 1 success. So you massively succeed.
I got 5.
You got 5.
And I got a messy critical.
Did you actually? You didn't. No, because you have to get an actual critical for it to be a messy.
Oh, actual crit.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So
I got 5 success.
Grab him. You grab him. You pull him back. You restrain him. And I'll sort of treat this as a what's called a improvement to thingy's an assist. That's it. Sorry, to marks it.
So it would be the +2 for being attacked, and then another +2 for being restrained or something.
Yeah. So basically, he gets another -1 to his defense. He should have been 1 higher anyway. But he gets a -1 to his defense for 2 people. I'll say he gets a minus. I think it's a -2 because he's grappled, and then you're going to get a +2 because he's restrained.
Spicy.
Yeah.
Reroll for the crit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Re-rolling for the crit.
Oh.
Yeah. So you're re-rolling the. Yeah, you got 3 failures, so you must.
You've got 3 dice to re-roll.
Oh damn it! I've got 5 successes versus 2.
Yeah.
You could do another re-roll.
You could, yeah. You could re-roll.
You could just keep going.
Can I?
Yeah, you can. You can re-roll your re-rolls.
Nice. Oh, another one.
And last die, basically. So that's 1, 2. How many successes is that? That's 1,
Total of 6 right now.
6.
Yeah, currently I'm at 6.
You need one more to get the full 5 to actually successfully stake.
Oh,
Yeah, because
damn it.
you need
Go
to deal
again.
5 damage.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, yeah. So, the success, what was your total dice pool?
So that's all 8 dice as a success.
Yep.
Yeah. So you go through and, yeah, you run the stake into his heart. And he just sort of freezes up, and you see his eyes looking at you, and he's like, you can see he's like an oh shit moment. He's dealt
Cool.
with so far. And you can hear, obviously, you can hear Sandy and the driver get into a scrap, and we'll go back to them. So you guys re-roll, keep on rolling.
Yeah, man, this slap fight's gonna be hurt.
Yeah. The only thing that's not going awfully for you is because of the fact that he hasn't had a chance to actually get up.
Like, no, this is getting
Keeping him occupied.
Yeah, because if he gets up, he's pretty good.
Yeah, that's my plan. Keep him occupied so the car doesn't move.
Yeah. All right, so keep on going. Yeah, and
But the thing is,
roll again.
I have. Oh fuck. Ooh.
Oh, great. Okay, you succeed. Is it an actual crit? It is a crit. Why didn't I roll two? So there should be 5 successes, so it doesn't automatically track things. So yeah, you do this. You pull back again. He goes to do a sort of block again. You power through his block and you stab him. You miss his heart, but you get him like in the lung, and you deal 2 more points of damage. No, 3 points of damage to him. And he's currently impaired, so he's going to get a -2 now because you've done all his superficial damage.
Oh man.
Nice.
Can I punch through the back of the limousine?
Yeah, and then we enter. You two are now entering to engage. So
He can go first. I'm gonna check on the chick and
2.
check for a pulse.
Okay, so 1, 2. So he's impaired, so he gets a -2. He gets another -2. He only has 1 dice to defend against this.
Cool.
He gets a messy failure because it's only his hunger die basically.
Oosh.
Yeah, so you go through.
Wow.
You do basically you do the same. I guess you go for like the same thing where you smash through and like grapple, or you just smash through and hit.
I'm just punching through to hit him in the back of the head.
Okay, so you smash through. You hit him again, and he basically he's not looking great. And he gets really pissed off, obviously, because he's getting gangbanged, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. You check the woman. She has no pulse. She has properly been embraced. You can see the red. You can see.
The van. Put her the van with the other one.
Yeah. We'll take her with us.
Yeah.
Yep.
The other one, and I'm guessing I'll say that next one is you can basically easily stake him now. I'll just say that you pull it off and you stake him.
Sweet.
Nice.
All right. Just dump them in the van.
Yeah.
Is the limousine still drivable?
No, not really.
Oh.
You're basically smashed. The axis is basically fucked. That axle, sorry.
Okay. Can I get one of my criminal contacts to remove the or can I get my criminal contact to remove the limousine?
You absolutely can. And so you call up.
Just call him up, like, yo, I got a free limo for parts.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Something
Basically, he goes, oh yeah. I guess you ring Sean again. He goes, oh yeah. So I'll send somebody around. And like you guys are putting these people in the car, and then like a tow truck pulls up and it like hooks it up, and the guy just sort of gives you a nod.
Nice.
Yep. Fantastic.
And he takes it off. Yeah. And you guys get these guys in the back, and what do you do now?
I suppose we should probably take him back to Alex, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we should go back to Alex. I'll talk to the girl as well, and ask if she knows this guy.
She's currently dead.
Oh, she's like unconscious, or unconscious, vampire, or dead.
She's currently getting turned into a vampire. So the vampire blood is in her mouth, and she's probably been embraced, and she's currently turning into a vampire.
Yeah, so we'll just
Is there any way to stop that?
No, not really.
Okay, well, she's going to be a vampire now.
Yeah.
So now we have a lot of vampires in the van. Okay, let's go.
It's really good that we got him before he could actually get the benefit, though.
Yeah.
Because this is some small meta game here. Our characters don't know this. It requires 3 nights of feeding to get the benefit from a dyscrasia.
Yeah.
Is how it's pronounced,
Oh.
unless otherwise specified by the storyteller.
Yes.
All right, let's just head to where we're supposed to go.
Yeah.
And the effects are dumb.
Yeah, there's a lot of effects. Potential effects. You don't know what she had, obviously, beforehand, what her effects would have been. But yeah, so you take her, and yes, you take them all. You ring up Alex, and he goes, so did you get any news from the nightclub?
Dump the body of the vampire and torpor in front of it. Got our man.
Yeah. Okay. So you go to his place, and obviously you walk. I guess you walk in with like the.
Well, we pull up in like the loading bay area. I'm guessing.
Yeah, you pull up. And
Kick back the doors of the van and go, "Hey, Alex, delivery."
Yeah, he opens up the back and he goes, "Oh shit! I didn't actually expect you to get them. Oh, that's fantastic. And who's this third one?" And he goes up to her and he like looks in her and goes, interesting. So you managed to get this one, unfortunately, just after being turned. Oh well. Still good. I guess.
You always gotta love a good car chase.
Yeah, and he goes, right. Well, I'll put these 2 in the freezer for now. And fantastic. I always love it when
put them on ice.
I always love it when justice is served, and I guess this lady can stay with you. It'll take her a day to wake up.
No.
So she'll be up tomorrow, and I guess she can stay with
Wait,
you
what about
guys
the
for a
other
while. What other one?
The one I got done.
Yeah, you've got those 2 and the lady.
Oh.
Those 2 are he's chucking those 2 in the freezer for now while they're staked and can't
The
do
evil
anything.
2 in the freezer, and the other 2 are with us.
Okay.
Yeah, like I know there was only one
Yeah.
lady. They dumped 2 of the other ladies already. You missed the first one. You got the second. You saw the second one they dumped, but not the first one they dumped.
Yeah,
Fine.
so we have 2 people now.
Yeah, so we'll tell Alex there's 2 more probably out there somewhere that need to get picked up though.
I know, we picked up the other one. We said we grabbed them thing.
Well, they were.
Well,
they
there's
were
at least 1.
I thought you left them because they were in a storm. They got dumped into a stormwater crescent. So like you would have had to stop the car, climb down, get them up, climb back up.
I thought they were just dumped in a ditch or like.
No, it was like a stormwater crescent. Sorry, I said.
Oh, okay, then
I first was going with her ditch, and I was like, no, it's just like a stormwater crescent, like a, like like a canal type thing with stormwater comes flowing through. Yeah.
Yeah, then we won't be going that ditch. We'll just be we won't be grabbing that one. We'll just tell Alex what to find.
Yeah, and obviously he's sending somebody out to deal with that. And he goes, oh, good job. So those 2, one seem to be a Toador, the other's a Gangrel. Neither of these 2 have reported into the Prince, so we don't know who they are. I'll do an interrogation. I just need my ghoul to get here after he retrieves the other one if he can, and hopefully all goes well. And I'll contact the Prince about what you've done here. And basically, and all of you can roll me a humanity check, and if you succeed, you get a point of humanity back. So basically, the dice that aren't ticked for.
If you just click humanity, it should do it for you.
Yeah, just click humanity. All right, so yeah. Basically, if you both get a humanity. Kit, can you roll?
I'm rolling right now.
Yeah, because you're all
so I'm back.
You're back up to 6, yeah.
Yeah. Well, who I can pass as human again? Slightly.
Humanity 10 is like damn near impossible to maintain.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. If you're at 10, you're pretty much hit Gonconda, which is like enlightenment.
Yeah, humanity 10 is a human.
Yeah, it's a human, but it's more like you're
it's effectively a human. The vampires who achieve it are rare, and even humans are also rare. At this level, mortals and kindred alike lead saintly, veritable, ascetic lives, tightly controlled by ethics and principles supporting this fragile condition. The merest selfish deed or thought is enough to topple the state of grace. Humanity 10 vampires can appear human in other regards. Blush of life is not necessary because you appear as a pale mortal in good health. You heal superficial damage as a mortal in addition to vampiric mending. You can taste, eat, and digest food as a human. You can stay awake during the day as a human, though you do not lose your normal need for sleep. And the rate of sunlight damage is halved.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, and
it's like the merest thought will topple you out of it.
Yeah, there's very few vampires even try to stay humanity 10, or even try to get there in the first place. Yeah. It's basically only people who are actively seeking Gokanda will ever try to it, which is basically like actively seeking, like in Nevada type thing. It's like you're going to be like a monk, like you're living your life as a monk type thing. Yeah,
but the irony here is 9 and 10 you can't have sex because it's like too much temptation. But at Humanity 8 you can enjoy sex.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. But anyway, so we go to do we want to continue on for a little bit or do you want to just pick up tomorrow? You know what, we'll continue on for a little bit more because we don't have Z here. But so basically he tells you up to rest up for the day. He gives you each a handful from the jar of grave dirt that you guys were found on, so you guys can sleep the night at ease.
How much longer of nighttime do we have?
You only have like it's almost dawn. It's like 5 in the morning.
I'll grab some dirt.
Yeah, you grab some dirt, and you sleep for the day, and then when you wake up in the morning, or wake up at night, I'm going to basically doing everything backwards. Morning's dusk, and dusk is morning.
Yeah.
So you wake up, and Alex is already Alex was somebody you've never met before, who you assume is Alex Gould, because she has the same smell as Alex, but also has the human smell. She goes, so Alex isn't here at the moment. Apparently there is something bigger at foot, but at the moment, since these two have entered they've broken multiple masquerade breaches, they have entered a prince's domain without introducing themselves to the prince, and they have been mass embracing without the prince's consent. He has granted any of you the right of diablerie for these two. We have basically given them Tremere came around and gave them numerous. Well, actually, no, you don't even need it. Alex did a blood curse on them, so they have no potential to ever take over your body. But two of you, obviously, will be able to eat them and gain their powers and ascend up to Generation 15. And for their clans, the shaggy-looking dude is a gangrel, and the fancy dude was a Torador. So,
hint, hint.
Yeah, I pre-planned this, if you can imagine. And if Z's here next time, you'll get 2 more vampires who match the 2 clans you want for Bruja and.
Well,
nice.
I'm gonna take the gangrel guy, and I'll like crack my knuckles, and I'll just be like, gangrel, that's the animal one, right?
Yes. Normally they wouldn't like being talked to like that, but yes, that is the more animal one with nature type one, so to speak.
Tell me, how do you feel as a gangrel?
Well, I'm not a gangrel.
What do they fare?
They normally from what I know, they normally like to live up in the mountains. They don't like society very much. They try to be one with the beast, more so than other clans, from what I know.
Yeah, they relate to their beast.
Yeah.
So they embrace it. That's
basically, yes.
Desire, that hunger.
Yeah, that's a way to look about it. Just don't let it get to your head too much. Alex has been appointed to basically be your makeshift sire. He's not actually your sire. One of these two are, but yeah, he's taking the role of your sire. And if you guys go butt wild with power, he will kill you. So don't.
So if we step out of line, we have someone to slap our wrist and get us back in.
Yes, obviously. Obviously, you guys have only been vampires for like 4 days, but yes, he has basically been put in as your charge, and yeah, you guys have been given the right of Dablo. He's currently talking to the prince at the moment. He just sent through all this information to me.
Oh, nice.
Fantastic.
So lucky you guys. You guys get to choose who.
Do we know which one are our sires? Can we figure that out?
Well, we assume that, given we did some blood tests, and we assume that this guy definitely is more likely than not your sire. The other ones have different. Someone else turned them, but we learnt that there is a cult, basically turning people into vampires for their master, but we don't know who this so-called master is at the moment. But yes, since Alex has taken you under his wing, I guess you will be his muscles, so to speak.
Alright then. I'll go for the one that's a gangrel. I'll pretty much just go up there, grab his arm and go, so where can I do this?
I mean, going for the traditional way is the easiest way to get the blood to flow in.
Any objections from you two? And I look to Dupar and Sandy.
Not for me.
Nope.
And there's also the Toreador as well, so I'm guessing Kit's going to go for that.
Yeah, I'll take Mr.
He gives you a rundown on what the Toreador are all about too, how they're all about art and life and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
They're fancy
Art,
boys.
Or whatever.
The beast has been held back.
Yeah.
It's time to let it go. And then I'll just like munch on this guy's neck.
Yeah, and as you keep on sucking, you feel just like an invigoration, like almost like a step up for your life. Like you felt more alive, but you're even more alive now as you drain him. And eventually he starts like crumbling to ash as you completely drain him and eat his soul.
Munch. And now I gotta change myself from a thin blood.
Yeah, you're no longer thin blood, you are now a gangrel.
Gen 15.
Gen 15, yep, and then Kit, you do the same thing to the Toreador, I'm guessing?
Yep. Yeah.
No fanfare about it.
So how does this work?
So basically you make yourself Generation 15, change yourself from thin blood to Toreador, and then you basically get your disciplines from your clan, remove your thin blood banes and advantages.
Damn.
Why? What do you
Yeah, so are you gonna pick this or do we get to make a character from that?
Basically, you get to pick your disciplines and all that. Obviously, since you're no longer thin blood, it doesn't make sense for you to have thin blood merits or
So do we just lose them, or do we get to choose new ones? I'm confused.
well, you're not a thin blood anymore, so it doesn't make any sense.
The
for
effects of Dialbury. Here we go.
Yeah.
Shall I read this out?
Yeah, do that. I think it's different because you are thin bloods and going up to be a clan.
Okay, so give me a second. I'll just see if just going through it.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, partners can help consume the victim, but only one drinker can attempt to gain the target's full power.
Yeah.
And for the diabolus you need to win a strength plus resolve test equal to the victim's blood potency.
Their blood potency is 0 because they're only a
because they're thin.
Yeah.
Oh, Gen 15. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. And they have.
So.
There you go. 3, 4. 3, 3, 4.
So the effects here. So once Dialbury is complete, the Dialburist must assert control over the alien blood in their system or risk falling prey to their victim's spirit.
Yeah,
you said that wasn't risky though.
That you don't have to worry about that because Alex did a blood ritual on them before he left.
Here we go. You lose 1 point of humanity, then you roll contest of humanity plus your own blood potency versus the victim's resolve plus blood potency. Every success gives you 5 experience points to immediately spend on increasing your blood potency, up to the victim's blood potency, or on disciples known by the victim.
This one's
Should the roll fail, you lose an additional point of humanity for each success by which you failed. If the failure corrodes you to 0, then obviously you become an NPC. Or you can just become a victim of the personality you're trying to absorb, and that person takes your body instead.
Yeah, the blood ritual stops that part, but I'll still do the roll to get your XP.
Okay.
Black veins become visible in the Dialberus aura. They persist for a year, or if the Dialberus generation was lower than their prey, which it is.
It is, yeah. It is,
they persist for a number of years equal to the difference.
Which
so
is 1.
1.
Yeah.
And that's it. So we mainly get the blood potency experience.
Yeah. So so we'll do that. So you get
which is humanity plus your blood potency,
which is still 0. So it's your humanity plus versus their resolve. Their resolve.
So I guess if I click on humanity. Plus.
Oh, remember you minus. You lose humanity again, so you'll be So it goes
I lose 1, so I'd be on 5.
Yeah, and then you'll
plus my own blood potency, which is 0, so it's a 5 roll.
Yeah, and we'll see if you can get increase the blood
And
potency.
no modifiers. I'm gonna re-roll this until I have 5.
Yeah.
Can I re-roll that actually? With willpower?
Can you roll? Oh, I don't see why not. Yeah.
It's a contest roll.
Oh yeah. It's more so because it's a humanity roll. Hang on, let's go back up to willpower and I'll test willpower. See what willpower it can be spent on. Hang on, let's go control find willpower. Okay, next. No, previous. Willpower is 177. When spending a point of willpower.
Compulsion, selecting. Contests. Here we go.
Here we go. Spending willpower. Reroll 3 dice, not hunger dice in any pool.
Oh, okay, so that's not what I think it was.
Yeah, so I think it's apart from hunger. No, not hunger. I just blanked.
Yeah.
Apart from like.
You can reroll up to 3 regular dice, not hunger dice in any pool, except when the rolls specifically willpower rerolls. Rolling trackables engaging a 1-to-1 conflict. 1-roll conflict, sorry. Would this be a 1-roll conflict? What page was
No, because I've got 5 dice. Or.
Oh, right, yeah, versus. Yeah, so 1 roll.
Or as in, you get a single roll, you can't.
Yeah, I'm just seeing if that humanity roll would be that. 2, 9, 6. It didn't say in there that it was excluded for diablerie, so I assume it does work.
Okay, let's spend some willpower.
Yeah, I'll allow it so you can. So it's what each success gives you 5 XP to spend towards blood potency.
Yeah.
Okay. And how much do you need to actually get a level? Because you could start with 1 blood potency then. I think you can only get up to 1 though as a.
Yeah, you can only go up to your victim.
Yeah.
So if I go down from diablerie, that's.
Oh,
humanity.
up to what they were.
Well, yeah, I'm guessing the thing that I'm feeding on was blood potency 1. No, yeah.
Yeah, I'll say there were. Why not?
Well, I mean that's up to you.
I mean, I said 0. That they're also blood potency 0, like you. Hang on, let's go see what would they have been. Rules. No, it is
blood potency.
Yeah.
I think generation 15 also has blood potency of 0.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain they have 0. What's this one? Hang on, let's see. Blood potency. I'm seeing for what they were. Oh, that's a super old one. So yeah, blood potency of 0.
So now I wouldn't go to blood potency 1 then.
Nah.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Although, blood potency 0 is thin blood.
I know it's only 16 is always thin blood. 15 is half the time thin blood, half the time not. Because it just says generations 14, 15, 16 have blood potency 0. But only 16 is always thin blood. 15, half of them have thin blood. And 14, they're all normal, but they have blood potency 0. Well, that's what I understand it anyway.
Yeah, but if they've got blood potency 0, how are they turning people?
You can do that as a thin blood merit.
Yeah.
But they can't be thin blooded
Yeah,
because
thin
they're
blood.
full blood.
I guess though, because it lowers their blood potency when they do it, doesn't it?
No.
No, it doesn't. Okay, well we'll say they'll
All I need is 2 successes.
yeah. So I would say they'll blood potency.
Because blood potency up experience is the new level, which is 1,
yeah.
times 10.
Yeah, so
blood potency 1 is 10 experience, which is 2 successes because 5 experience per success.
Yeah, and you reroll. Yeah, okay, so we'll just you get your.
I didn't even need to reroll.
Yeah, you don't need to. You're fine. Okay, so you get your blood potency 1. We'll say they're both blood potency 1 then.
Yeah, because that would also make sense because the description of blood potency, literally is like 0 is you are a thin blood.
Okay.
That is the description of 0.
So really, I should have made you guys all be Generation 14 and they're Generation 13s.
Yeah, Generation 14 through 16 are thin bloods, potentially.
Yeah, because...
But blood potency 0, if you're looking at it, is you are a thin blood. Scorned and dismissed.
Yeah.
And that's all of our conditions. Like, our thin blood traits are blood potency 0.
Yeah.
You take damage like mortals, and then you heal like a vampire. You have no bane severity since you lack a clan. You cannot create blood bonds. You cannot perform the embrace or create ghouls. You can't frenzy unless by supernatural means. And you take 1 point of superficial damage per turn in direct sunlight.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Um.
Yeah, I see it. I got it. Yeah, so you'd all be... I guess, yeah, you'll be blood potency. That'd be blood potency 1 then. I guess your generation should have been 14 and they were 13.
I don't mind you, like, preempting that.
Yeah, we'll change that for
then,
difference, yeah.
The description of blood potency 1 is, you are a true vampire, though only barely, according to some.
Yeah, I got it. Add 1 attribute dice to your dice pool when performing a blood surge, which is on 218. Oh, yeah, because you get more. When melee damage, you can remove 1 point of superficial. So rouse check. Roll 2 dice and pick the highest when rolling rouse check for a level 1 discipline powers, or re-roll the rouse check. Your bane severity of 1. Then as that goes up, it just keeps it going. And it has a little table above that for... Yeah, what's blood? Blood surge just increase your strength and shit, isn't it?
It's effectively... I'm reading it now, so you can could do a blood surge. The player can add a number of dice to your call. To a pool incorporating an attribute. The number of dice for a blood surge depends on the blood potency, and you can only blood surge once per roll. So I'm assuming like you can't willpower blood surge, for example.
Yeah.
It requires a rouse check. Blood surge applies only to a single roll of the dice. Dice added in a blood surge remain throughout any willpower rerolls. So your blood surge doesn't get rerolled.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
You cannot use it for willpower or humanity rolls. For rolls that apply for more than a single scene, in one roll combat, which is 296 page, or whenever the storyteller will just disallow it.
Yeah.
Do not apply any automatic wins, or take half to rolls augmented by blood surge.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense, yeah.
So yeah, effectively, blood potency 1, it means you can add a single dice as part of your blood surge.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So you, yeah, so we'll say you're all Generation 14s and you're going up to 13 now.
Yeah. And technically speaking, if I have a discipline that's level 1, I can re-roll it with the rouse check to activate it. So I can roll, I roll the rouse with advantage.
Yeah, I see that down there. Yeah. Okay, sweet. So yeah, we'll do that. And Kit, you can do your roll to see if you get your blood. I'm just going to say that you do. I'll say that the blood ritual that they did allows it. So...
I already rolled, by the way.
Oh, okay. Oh, you did 3. Okay. I'll just say you wear it. So yeah, you drain them. Then you go up to generation 13. You get 1 thingy. And then yeah, how will we tackle How do I tackle you getting your disciplines? Because it doesn't make sense for you to have thin blood merits or flaws anymore. Because you're no longer thin bloods.
Those are just gone.
I'll just say you get rid of those and you just get your disciplines.
As per character creation plus something else?
I would say as per character creation. And since this is sort of like a major milestone, everyone will get... I'll give everyone 2 XP, but the people who Diablos get an additional 2.
So close.
How much?
Can I just keep the 2 disciplines that I've already got? Because I've already got them through my thin blood merit for taking a discipline from.
Oh yeah. You keep, I say you keep. I say that one would have to be one you would have to pick from your clan disciplines. If that makes sense, because you get.
So we would lose. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, most of my merits don't even make any sense now. I don't need cash-knitting blood to make any blood bonds, because I'm a vampire now. I can do that anyway. My discipline affinity is now it's just a discipline.
Yeah.
And my resilience, I'm a vampire, it's my resilience.
Yeah. And then whatever your flaws were, I don't know what your flaws... Oh yeah, it was your cash-knitting blood. Oh no, what were your flaws?
My flaws were the clan curse.
Oh yeah,
the
which
temper,
makes sense,
so I could frenzy like a vampire.
Which you can do, yeah.
And shunned by the anarchs.
Okay, I'll say that one stays. So the anarchs don't like you. Still. Because that doesn't make sense, because... I guess that you did something
anarchs don't like gangrels to begin with, as far as I'm aware.
No, the gangrel clan is officially part of the anarchs.
What? Really?
Yeah. They left the Camarilla.
Can I change that then? No, I'm kidding.
No, we'll say that you did something in your life and you unintentionally pissed them off, but you don't even know it yet.
Yeah.
Because obviously you haven't interacted with anarchs yet. You've only interacted with Camarilla.
Yeah.
So we're just removing every thing.
Yeah. What ones did you have, Kit?
Oh, I just had mortal frailty and day drinker.
Okay, which you don't need any, which doesn't make sense because you're now a vampire, so you're no longer frail. And what was the other one? Day drinker.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense anymore because you're a full vampire. I guess that's what they sort of went with, is as if you become a full vampire from going up from a thin blood, it kind of makes sense that you would no longer
have your advantages and flaws from being a thin blood.
Yeah. The only ones that really make sense for you to keep is the shunned by ones. I think there's a special vampire version for that, like called I can't remember what it's called, but there's like another one, but it's basically the same thing. So we just keep any shunned by. Apart from that,
this is 5th edition Masquerade, right?
Yeah, 5th edition. Yeah.
Since apparently we're default anarchs, thin bloods can't join the Camarilla, so they are default by anarchs by default.
Yeah, sort of, because it depends on law wise. It depends on the. Obviously, the law doesn't make sense because
the storyteller more than anything.
Yeah, because you were found by the Camarilla sheriff, and the Camarilla prince allows thin bloods, because a lot of Camarilla princes will just kill thin bloods, but the law prince allows them.
I actually realized this. Since I'm a full vampire now, I have to choose a predator type.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously, you pick the predator type, you get your advantages and disadvantages for that. And then we're basically going to jump, we'll do a time jump for, say a week. And they'll sort out anything else. And then we'll sort out, depending on what happens next week. If Z can't join us, then obviously we'll, Marcus will get his chance to become a Bruja. And if Z can't join us, then I won't worry about the Malkavian. But if he can, then...
We'll just have a mish to get Dubois a vampire to feed on.
Yeah.
It'll just be like our mish will be like, hey Alex, you mind just pointing us in the direction of someone we can go feed on?
If we just find him a caveman, we'll put him in the freezer.
Just put him in the
I mean, yeah, if you stake them, they just enter torpor eventually, so you could do that. All right, well, we'll leave. I'm gonna end this stream.